Guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Gabby, and I'm here to show you how I got this luxurious, beautiful, natural looking faux locks. And they're not individual, they are crochet faux locks, honey, and I absolutely love them. I did it myself, and I want to show you guys step by step how I did it, so definitely make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to show you all the materials that I used, the hair, my braiding pattern, and all of that good information, so stay tuned. All right, so simple enough. I did use about 6 packs of your Faux Locs by Featress. This is a 14-inch in an OT30 and also my crochet hook, and that's about it. So you know I gotta get my jam in while I'm doing this, but first let me go ahead and oil my scalp. I do use Organics ice oil. So I did get this from my local beauty supply store, and it really helps me with my scalp because I do have an itchy, dry, flaky, girl, just built up scalp, just the worst of the worst if I do not properly treat it. So I found out that this oil actually helps my scalp, and so I've been using it. So I did want to go ahead and apply this vigorously to my scalp to make sure that my scalp is moisturized. And you may want to consider doing this also, because the main thing with protective styles is that you do want to protect your hair, but most importantly, you want to protect your scalp because you want to make sure your natural hair is just flourishing and growing out of a good, healthy, clean scalp. So that's what I'm doing here, girl. So now I feel so much better, and I'm just massaging that oil in my scalp to make sure it got there, and just want to show you guys my braiding pattern. So I do have a couple of wide braids going into some bit dookie braids, girl, but this braid pattern actually worked really well for me. I did not braid it myself, my sister-in-law did, so thank you so much, girl, for doing that. But she did it in a way that my braids, or excuse me, that my faux locks will lay flat to my scalp. So that's my quick, simple, easy braiding pattern there. So I just want to show you guys what the locks look like again. These really are some textured locks. So these are not shiny and silky whatsoever. So they really give you the look of some aged locks that's been in your head for a while, honey. They are beautiful and they are gorgeous, but just know that they are not the shiny locks. And for me, I love these way better because when my edges grow out, I don't have to worry about slicking them down because these are some texture kinky locks. So right here, I'm just getting the locks off of the cardboard and telling you guys, let's go. Because this is literally my first time putting locks in, and that's what I'm saying right there. So I'm just letting you know that this is my first time, and you know, trial and error, we're gonna get through this. So I'm gonna speed through this part really quickly because I did get the needle stuck. You guys ain't wanna see all that. Okay, so I'm back because I wanted to show you guys what not to do. So I was angling my crochet hook all awkwardly and all wrong because the back of my braids were thicker braids. I just didn't know how to really like hook the loop through those because they were thick, but you want to just loop it through like you would any normal smaller braid. Like, it'll work out, I promise you. Just keep playing with the hook and position it, but just make sure you do not pull out your hair in the meantime. So now what I'm doing is I finally figured out the right way to point the crochet hook in my head. Went ahead and put the latch down, stick the braid, or excuse me, the faux lock on there, and unlatched it. And now here I am trying to open up the actual loop of the lock. So like I said, it is a thicker textured lock, so you will have to just play with it a little bit to get it open, but it opens easily and your hair will smooth through there. So just that simple. Yeah, one down and 1,000 more to go. So let's see how this is gonna go. Be back. So I really was not as exaggerating about 1,000 more to go. It felt that way while I was doing it. And one thing that I learned is while I do appreciate just having bigger locks in the back, It was at times just kind of difficult to actually get my hook through. Again, this is my first time doing it, but at the end results I actually appreciate it a lot more. But during the process I was like, oh my god, these braids are too thick, they're too big, but it actually works out. So you just have to stay with the process and it will all be worth it. So I'm going to go into more details later on how to do step by step these braids.
Okay, your girl gonna have some dreads if I ever get this done. So let me do the rest of this off camera and I'll be back.
So I just want to give you guys an up close look at what the actual loop looks like when it comes to this hair, because this is one of the challenges that I found, was just opening up the darn loop, because again the hair is just so kinky. So what I did, actually I would open up several of the twists before I install them. So I probably did about 6 or 7 at a time, like I'm doing now. Just take them individually, and then I would just open them up so that it will make my install a little bit faster. It is very tedious, but I promise you, if you stay with it, it will be worth it at the end. But seriously, when you get this hair installing it, it's best to just try to open up several of them at a time, so that, as you can see my face, it takes a while, so that it just helps you with your process, and you're not just sitting there for minutes at a time just trying to open them as you try to install. Thank me later. Alright, so what I'm doing here is just showing you how the loop is. And as you can see, the loop is tightly looped, because again, said it before, the texture of this hair is not straight. It is very kinky, so you do have to maneuver to get that loop open. And so here I'm just going to show you guys up close how I'm actually positioning my crochet hook in the hair. And as you can see, your girl's actually made some progress, which I'm proud of myself for this being my first time. So at the perimeter of my hair, I am angling the crochet hook downwards, and then from there I am opening my latch, and I am securing the loop of the hair on the latch and closing the latch, just like any other crochet braids. And then you're just gonna pull that through. Just keep in mind that this will be like a thicker piece of hair to pull through, but it will get through. And as you can see me there, just sliding it. And I like to do it downwards at the front of my head, just because of the way the hair will fall. It just lays more natural. You see that, girl? Do you see that? You see it? Downwards, see? Oh, I got something going here. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do this again and the rest of my hair install. Alright guys, that is it. This is my end result of my faux locks day 1. And again, it did take me some time to get used to opening them, but that was the only hassle that I had. But I love the overall install. I am going to just show you guys a clip right here at the very end of how long I kept the faux locks in and what they look like now. They are a little rough, but it looks way more natural after they grow out. Stay tuned. All right, yeah, so it was a process for me to get these faux locks in, but I'm so glad that I did it. I've had them in now for about 2.5 months, so a really long time. So I wanted you guys to see how I parted, or how I'm still wearing it on a side part on the right side. The thing with me is that I do not gel down my edges because I feel like that just looks unnatural, but because I have one of my good girlfriends, she wears dreads and she never like lays her edges down, and some other people I know, they never lay their edges down, so I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. And I think one girl had told me that, you know, she thinks that's why it looks so natural, because I don't lay my edges down and I'm just letting it grow out the way that it grows out. But yeah, so this is the part in my hair after 2.5 months. I'm not taking any of them out to redo them. I've not gotten my braids tightened up again, nothing. 2.5 months. And as you can see in the clip, I did not do individuals. I was going to do individuals around the perimeter, but I couldn't figure it out because the hair is so coarse, that it was hard to try to figure out how to do individuals with this hair. It's just too of a coarse hair texture for me to personally to figure it out. I'm pretty sure there's other people on YouTube that's figured it out. I could not. And for me, this actually worked way better. The 14-inch looks more natural to me than a longer length. Since I've not really dreaded my real hair up, but it does go right here to my breast area. And it is super cute. I love this hairstyle. I don't know when I'm gonna take it out yet because I'm getting used to it, and I really enjoy it. And the only reason why I put them in the first place was to determine if I wanted to dread my real hair up, because I've been natural for years and years, so I want something different. But for now, the faux locks give me the impression that I have dreads. But so yeah, these are my dreads. Again, I've had them in for 2.5 months, have not did anything to retighten them or anything like that. Do not lay down my edges. What I will say is that a couple of times I have had to wash them, well, like a semi-wash them, because like I have dry scalp around my edges and I work out and I sweat. So I would just spray some water around my edges, put some shampoo up in there, and then wipe it out with a towel or rinse it out with a towel, and you're good to go there. So your girl has been rocking the Faux Locs lately. And I'm so glad that I decided to go ahead and do this. So let me know if you guys have any questions down below about the process, how long it took, if you guys like this, because I like the transitional color. I really do. And I did put some jewels in my hair, you know, give me a little flavor going on. I did do that. So I really enjoy it. Check me out on Instagram. I have way more pictures on there of me rocking this hairstyle. Instagram is at TrulyGab. Again, this is my new Instagram account, so just show your girl some love and follow her there. And again, subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave your questions down below, please. I would love to answer them, and I will talk to you guys on the next video. Bye.